Hi, my name's Lisa Engel-Franklin, and I'm a rainbow energy healing practitioner. I'm also a Reiki master and teacher and an integrative energy therapy master. I've trained with Doreen Virtue, and I'm a angel card reader and angel intuitive, and also a fairyologist. I took the fairyology course with Doreen. And I'm a healer, an empath, an intuitive. And today and now I'm starting to do interviews of people that I've met and made friends with on Facebook, and that they've really helped change my life. And I value what I've learned from them, and I'm hoping that you'll appreciate them too and get to know them and see what they do. And so today, my guest is Miranda Mackenzie. And thank you so much, Miranda, for being here today. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you, Lisa, for having me today as well. This is very exciting. And I love what you do and what you offer. That's fantastic. And I've never heard of, what is it, rainbow energy healing?
Rainbow energy healing.
Yeah, and I
It's
think
with the higher chakras.
that's that's absolutely wonderful and fascinating. I love that.
Mhm.
So yeah, my name is Miranda Mackenzie. I am an intuitive healer, reader, and teacher. So what I started out doing was intuitive readings using art and color. So that's what I specialize in, is reading color and art.
And that's what attracted me to you, because of the colors and the artwork, and being an artist, I was fascinated with it.
Yeah, it's just something that kind of just showed up on its own. Like nobody showed me what to do or anything like that. It just kind of popped in my head one day. I've been doing energy work and reading since I was 16 years old. When I was told by my Reiki master that her guides told her to teach me Reiki. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea what that is, but let's do it. And so since then, everything just kind of flooded open. So with the reading of the color and the art, I also do aura readings. So it started out actually physically seeing auras when I was in high school. It was very overwhelming. I had no idea what that was about or what it meant, but I knew that there was something going on. And so I started doing readings. I started using nothing. I went online to a forum, spiritualforums.com, I do believe is what I started out on, and just started doing readings there, just with nothing, with their username, Butterfly22 or something. I didn't ask for any information. And then all of a sudden it kind of came to me like, I can see auras, I can see energies, I can see colors. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to just play and see what happens. So I started doing, I'll just show you something. It's not exactly what I started out doing, but it's what I ended up doing eventually. Um, these are called color essences, but I started out doing soul expressions. So it's whatever colors I felt they needed or whatever I saw around them, it kind of created like an abstract art piece, and it was like an expression of their soul. And so I started doing that and just playing really. And then I'm like, does anybody want to try this? And so it turned out really, really good. And people like really resonated with the information because it was more along like their personalities,
Mhm.
what's going on with their energies. And they really connected with that. So from there, I'm like, well, let's turn this into a person. So I started doing something, and again, this is like my newest stuff, but I started out doing a body outline
Oh, wow.
and just doing like, this is more advanced than when I first started out. First
Mhm.
starting out was like stick figure kind of idea. And but then I could see the colors, and there was like butterflies and fairies and all kinds of different things, very ethereal kind of things happening, and everybody seemed to really enjoy that. And so I started to branch out from that as well. And as I continued doing them and becoming more open with doing those, that's how I decided, well, let's try a black background and see what a soft pastel looks like, because I was using the oil pastels originally.
Right.
So now I'm using the soft chalk pastels, which
That's
I
what I
find,
like working with, the chalk pastels. Yeah.
yeah, it's so much smoother and easier. I felt
Mhm.
like I had to rub a lot because I like to feel the colors.
Blend. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the blending. Um, but I felt that the soft chalk pastels, they're so much easier to maneuver, and and the colors went more vibrant than using the white background with the oil pastel. So I really enjoy working with them this way. And
Well,
I've
that's
also
what drew
been,
me in when I
yeah.
first saw you working with those, like the first picture that you showed. I remember seeing that because I've been Facebook friends, I think, for over a year that
Mhm,
you've
yeah.
been doing, you know, this online. And that's what drew me in. I mean, I was fascinated, just fascinated because colors have vibration. Everything has vibration and energy to it. And that's what drew me in because of the chakras and things like that. But the colors that you were using to capture the people's, what do I want to say, auras or, you know, the senses around them, you know, it was really, it was awesome. It was just awesome.
Yes,
So,
thank you.
and you've evolved a lot with like that last drawing that you showed. I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's like I said, yeah, it's just been an evolving thing. I do use with my interpretations, there is chakra related energies to it, but there's also other things. And it depends on the person, how the color responds and how its meaning can change. Because I have like this whole library of meanings for different colors and the different shades of colors. And every person will have like a different, I don't know, I want to call it like a dialect or a different taste to it. So you could have like the color yellow as, say, for example, your color essence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then somebody else could have that as well, but the meanings, there might be some similarities, but the overall thing would be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fascinating.
Wow. So now how long you've been doing the drawings and stuff? I mean, like you mentioned when you were 16 that you took some Reiki courses and stuff. And so you were doing different things with that. But I was going to ask you, like when you were young, did you experience any kind of spiritual, you know, happenings?
Spiritual happenings when I was young. Not super big spiritual things when I was young, more along the lines of having the same dreams as my
Oh,
cousin.
really? Okay.
Like we could have the same dream, not even be in the same house, and talk about the exact same dream we had.
Wow.
Um, we could command the wind. We always dreamed and we're always playing pretend that we were witches and everything like that. Um, I think I did sense spirit for a long time though, but not knowing what it was.
Mhm.
While I was growing up, when I was little, I hated going into the hallway to go to the bathroom at nighttime because in my mind or physically, I can't remember exactly, there's this man pacing the hallway
Oh
all
boy.
the time. And so I just never did anything about that. Years later, when I lived with my grandmother, she said that there was a man who passed by heart attack in that house.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, well,
Mm.
I don't know who he was or anything. They didn't know either, but
Mhm.
that's what they tell me.
Hmm.
Um, and then when we moved from Nova Scotia to Alberta, there was a condominium that we stayed in and we lived in that always had something going on. I used to capture orbs all the time in there.
Wow.
And my cat, she would look at the wall and I'd take a picture, and where she was looking, there's an orb. And I always felt my bed being pressed down upon at the edge of my bed. And I always felt like there was somebody at my door. So I'm always, while I was in like high school and middle school, I'm always under the covers and I have my headphones in because I didn't want
Mhm.
to see or hear anything. So that's the most of anything I really experienced. It was when I took Reiki, that's when I started actually seeing physical colors around people, their auras and everything.
Mhm.
And but other than that, no, just more spirit like stuff.
Right, right.
Mhm.
Well, that's the thing with digital photography when it came out, and Diana Cooper talks about this too. We're able to capture a lot more of what's going on around us, you know, that we maybe don't always see. And that's where I captured orbs around my horses because
Mhm.
I didn't know why, but I get guided to take pictures at different times. And one cold winter night, when after I brought them in and put them in their stalls, I decided to take pictures of them, and there was tons of orbs around them that I didn't see. But once I put it on the computer and looked at the pictures, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's this? You know? So yeah, it's fascinating that, you know, and like you said, the cat could see the orbs and everything, and then you took the picture. So yeah. That's really exciting. So you've got several things going on now. I'm in one of your challenges that you're starting tomorrow. Maybe you want to talk about that. And also, different things that you offer, and then in one of the future interviews, we're going to have you, demonstrate stuff and whatever. So,
Love to.
talk about some of your things going on now that you're involved with.
Okay, so I have a group called Soul Shifters Aligned and Inspired. So this is a group specifically for anybody who really wants to raise their vibration, want to learn how to grow their gifts, grow their feeling senses, want to inspire themselves, inspire others. It's just really a safe place to be yourself, to let yourself be. I want it to be high vibe, and it's really a good place for challenges as well, because I'm all about challenges. I always want us to step outside of our comfort zone, get outside that box. So one of the challenges that I have on now, it actually starts tomorrow. It's called the Visibility Challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. So this is for anybody who has any shyness or any fears surrounding being open about who you are or what you do, what you have to offer. And these are just like little bite-sized steps that you can take each day to help you gain a little bit more confidence in yourself and in your gifts, and how to express yourself a bit more online as well as in person. So I don't reveal anything until the day happens. That's usually just divine guidance. What am I sharing with people today? So yeah, that's the little visibility challenge. They're only like 15-minute videos with a small action step, and it stays all within the group, within the event. That's where I keep all my challenges. I create an event, and then all the challenges stay inside that event. So you can post an event or post it on the group, your homework, because yes, challenges, they're all about homework. And it's not a challenge if you don't try to do it, right?
Right, right. And I think that's exciting that you're helping people grow, grow in their spirituality and whatever they're doing. I mean, it's fantastic, because we do need to be challenged. We do need to step out of that box, that comfort zone, and stretch ourselves, because that's where all the growing takes place. So once we
Yes,
stretch ourselves,
yes. Well,
yes,
I just know that we have so many gifts to share with other people, and it's a disservice to yourself and a disservice to other people to keep all of that to yourself, to
right.
not share that, right?
Hmm.
And there's people out there that need what you have. There's people who need what somebody else might have. And if they don't know what you do, or if they don't know who you are, how are they going to get that, you know?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I really am all about inspiring and empowering people, especially women. So, and those that are just starting out on their journeys, their spiritual paths as well. Like there's tools, there's tips, there's all kinds of resources out there to really help
Right.
us get out there. And it's just a matter of taking the action step to do that and not being afraid to do that.
That's part of what I'm trying to do, is to encourage people, men, women, whoever, but to use their gifts, and to just bring out the knowledge that, this is what people are doing. This is who I find interesting, who I've learned from. That's why I'm doing these interviews. So
Yeah.
that's exciting. So what else is going on? Because you've got stuff on your Facebook page.
Oh,
Um,
right. Yes. So I have these programs that I'm offering now, and I have another one in the works as well. It's going to come out soon. So I help aspiring new readers and new healers kind of gain more confidence in their skills and gain more confidence in themselves and the universe, their spirit team, help them to develop that connection a little bit, uh, to go a little bit deeper, and to help them reach their goals in having a spiritual business, being a spiritual entrepreneur, just getting started to help gain your at least your first client.
Right.
So
So
start.
you're a coach, and you're coaching
Yes,
people, right?
yes, yes.
Right.
I'm coaching, mentoring, teaching, but I also have readings available as well.
Right.
I paused for maternity leave while I had my son.
And
Um,
he's so cute.
thank you. He's amazing. He's such a
Yes.
beautiful boy. Um, but my aura readings, I stopped doing those for a while, and now I'm starting them back up. I've been called to do that. And I also have another, well, I guess I can just tell you, I got another program coming out.
Oh
It,
boy.
it is about reading. I've been asking people if that's what they want, and that's what I'm hearing. So it's about teaching people how to read and interpret color and art. And there's so much. There's a lot to go through with that. And
Yeah.
I can't do it all in one go, you know?
Right.
So I feel it's a very important thing. It's like reading cards, but not. You can use it not just art wise, but the clothes that you wear, the colors that you have, the colors that are on your walls in your rooms, the color vehicle that you have. Everything has a slightly different interpretation, slightly different meaning.
I
And
was going to say probably with vibrations, every vibration is different with different colors.
yep,
So,
that's right. That's right. And everybody has a slightly different relationship with color as well. And that's why I have such a huge library of this stuff, because everybody has a different vibration. So tapping into that little slight difference between people, between different colors, is a talent, is a skill. It's something you develop and you grow. And so I really want to share that with others, because I know um, that's something that everybody's interested in. That's why people follow me, about reading the colors, right?
mm-hmm. It sounds fascinating. So you've got several different things going on. Have you ever thought of, and I think I asked you this before, offline, if you've thought about writing a book
Yeah.
about your experiences and stuff?
Yes, I definitely have. I've been thinking about writing a book for like 10 years now. I have never really known what to write about, to be honest. And you know what's funny? That same day you asked me that question, my husband started talking about writing a book. And I'm like,
Oh, and he didn't know that I asked you or anything.
no, he didn't. And I'm like, you know what? Lisa asked me this question already. He's like, did
See?
she? And then he's like, you know what you should write about? You should be the person about color, reading color and reading art. You can make a book about that. I
Mm-hmm.
suppose I could. There's a
Well,
handbook right there.
especially if you've got a library of information too, like that's a lot of information to get out
Oh,
to
yes.
people.
This
So,
would definitely be a novel.
wow, this sounds exciting. I can't wait. So, okay, one of the questions that I'm asking people is, as far as your spiritual journey and things like that, what would you tell your younger self? If you got a chance to talk to you when you were younger, what would you know, talk to your younger self about that you would think that they needed to know?
My younger self definitely needed more confidence, and that's why I'm all about empowering other people and helping them to develop their confidence, because I had only just gotten into my full confidence the last year and a half, 2 years.
Wow.
That's when I actually started working on my business, like, seriously. And before it was just a hobby, and I really still didn't have that confidence, like, this wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. Like, is this even making any sense? Do people like me? Um, does this resonate? I'm always afraid that it resonates, but I'm not there anymore. And I want to tell my younger self that, and I know my grandmother would be driving me crazy, because she always told me that I can do all these things, and I just didn't really feel it inside, but now I do.
Mhm.
And so it's just a matter of, look at all of the feedback that you've got, Miranda.
Yeah.
Where have you ever received any negative feedback? You haven't. You haven't. Look how far you've come. Look, where
Mhm.
does this information come from? You, but not you. It's, have faith in your spirit team. They got you. They got you. It's
Mhm.
not about you. It's about the clients. It's about your friends, it's about your family, whoever you're reading. It's about them. It's not about you. And the information is coming. You got this. You got this.
Well, that sounds like great advice. Yeah. So, but it reflects the lessons that you've learned. So it's really awesome.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess we're going to wrap this up. I was going to say, why don't you tell people how they can get a hold of you?
So you can find me on Facebook under Miranda Mackenzie Creative Soul Guide and Coach, or you can just add me as a friend on Facebook, Miranda Carol Ann Mackenzie, and just send me a message. Let me know you've seen this interview, and I'd love to have a chat with you. Let's see where you're at. What do you need? What can I share with you? That's exciting.
Thank you so much, Miranda. And I'm looking forward to doing the challenge that you've presented, and that I'm going to be part of, but also having you back for another interview and delving into something deeper that you want to, share with our audience. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Lisa. It's been wonderful being here. You are an absolute delight, and I'm
Oh,
excited to see all the other interviews. I love seeing what other people are doing, and I'll definitely share out. I'm all about supporting
me too. Me too.
others like
Helping
that.
other people. Yeah.
Yeah. The more successful we are, the more successful we are.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. So thank you so much. And bye for now.
Bye, Lisa.